At 52 years old, I'm returning to Wudang for the second time to learn more Kung Fu and learn about Taoism. Well, today it was pretty rainy and cold. It's been kind of cold the last couple of days, and today it only got up to maybe 14 degrees Celsius. And the nights have been cool too, 5 degrees, 7 degrees, stuff like that. It's supposed to get pretty warm tomorrow, kind of the mid-20s, so that'll be a bit more comfortable for sure. It's not been terrible training in this weather. You don't like feel completely overheated and dripping in sweat and that kind of thing, but it can be cold, and with rain too, like the water on the Dadao, it can get kind of sort of hard to manage and slide your hands up and down the weapon and everything like that. So it could be a little bit tricky, but it was a good day. I learned a huge chunk of material today, so I will put that up in a second, and I think I'm probably about a third, maybe even close to a half of the way through the form. So this is day 3 of training, and that's only really day 2 of training the form itself. So I'm pretty happy with the progress. And my form's not perfect, that's for sure. And my coach has been doing a great job in helping me sort of work out some of the details. So I think it's okay. So I'll put it up here, and you guys can tell me what you think. So today was a pretty fun day, actually. It really warmed up a lot, and because it was so cold and rainy over the past few days, it was a really kind of welcome thing. So one thing that kind of was a real break from our training is all of a sudden in the middle of our training after the stretching and that kind of thing, the coaches kind of put a stop to everything, and as I guess kind of a celebration of the good weather, we played kind of a Chinese version of dodgeball, which was really fun. So one thing they did, they got some old baby clothes, like somebody's old baby pajamas, and wrapped it up with packing tape to make a ball, because there are no balls here. And what would happen is there'd be a person on one side, another person on the other side of the courtyard where we train, and then a group of us that train in the middle. And so they would throw the diaper ball, or sort of the baby clothes ball, back to one of the other people, and then as soon as they caught it, they would yell "Di," which means like freeze. And at that point they would throw it at anybody who was in the middle section. You had to freeze. As soon as they threw it, you could start to try to dodge it, and then they'd try to pick people off at that point. So we just went back and forth like that. So we played that probably for like a good hour, which was kind of a nice break. So I'll show you a little bit of that here. And then after that, it was back to serious training. It was really, really hot. So again, a nice break, but I think we're in it for a few hot days ahead. So the Dadao that they gave me is actually broken, but but I guess beggars can't be choosers. I can use this. It'll be fine because I've got a nice one at home actually that I got when I was learning Guandao with my master who passed away, Pan KungFu. But anyway, so there's supposed to be a ring on the end with like a metal sort of sheath here that kind of holds the ring onto the wood, but that had come off and I guess it's lost or whatever. So it was kind of like bare wood here. It was giving me splinters and stuff like that. So brought some hockey tape with me just in case I needed it for weapon stuff with some other weapons that I brought, my 9-section whip and the sword. But it came in really handy for this, so I taped it up so it's not giving me splinters on here, and then I made the end kind of like a hockey stick, you know, where we make the end a little bit bigger. And then that way, as I'm holding it near the end, I can kind of feel that so my hand doesn't fall off. And so I taped up here too, because the tape that they had on there was really old. It was all falling off and everything like that. So I might give it another layer. I don't know if you can see, there's these screws that kind of stick out. So they're not really cutting my hands or anything, but I can really kind of feel them in there. So yeah, that's my mods on this weapon here in China. So that's good. You know, I guess we should always leave everything better than we find it. So this is my tiny contribution to the weapon situation here. So I've been training really hard with the Dadao over the past few days. So here's what the form looks like after just 4 days of training. Well, it's just after 8 o'clock at night and we finished meditation, and things are really busy because it's nice weather. So we have all the disciples are practicing in one of the squares down near the river or the lake. It's pretty dark down there. I tried to film but you can't see anything. So they're practicing for doing their demonstrations, and Master Yuan is teaching a Tai Chi class to a group of people that are here for a meditation and fasting retreat. And you probably hear some music in the background. If you saw my last series from last year, you know that there's these ladies that take over the whole square and do dancing, kind of like square dancing sort of thing every night. So let's check them out. They kind of take over the whole school square here. That's kind of our main square where the kids do all their training and where we do all our performances. And it becomes like a big community thing. I don't know if you can see, there's kids running around, riding their bikes, learning how to ride bikes, and the ladies are all dancing. So it's a real party every night. It's gotta be raining pretty bad or super cold for them not to come out. Okay, well, I'm gonna get ready for bed because I have another day of training tomorrow.